I do have one question for you guys that came up about the PGA Tour. So Scottie Scheffler's number one in the OWGR. Does that mean that he won the season because the regular season's over? Just yes or no, quick. Is he did he finish first because he's number one ranked player in the OWGR? Cheech,
Yes.
Jerome,
Yeah.
Jay.
Yeah.
Okay, so OWGR decides who wins the PGA Tour. Is that what you're saying?
No,
No.
it's just
No.
indicative of indicative
Ah.
of how people are playing
Okay. So the PGA Tour has this thing where they give
on the
money
tour.
they give money to the top 10 finishers according to regular season FedEx Cup points. Scottie Scheffler finished with the most regular season FedEx Cup points. Does that make him the 2024 individual champion for the PGA Tour? Cheech, yes or no?
Yeah.
Jerome,
No.
Jay, I'll do the
What
question
was the
again.
question?
I'll do the question again. The Comcast Top 10 gives out prize money for the players with the top 10 highest FedEx Cup points in the regular season for 2024. Scottie Scheffler had the most FedEx Cup points. He finished number one in the Comcast Top 10. He got $4 million or something like that. $10 million, maybe. I don't know, some number like that. Does the Comcast Top 10 number one place person, does that mean that he was the individual champion in 2024 for the PGA Tour?
No.
Okay. So we're divided here. Cheech is okay with the FedEx Cup regular season. You guys are just okay with the OWGR deciding. Okay, so now how about this? The PGA Tour plays a playoff, FedEx Cup playoffs. 3 events, St. Jude, something, something, Tour Championship, blah, blah, blah. 3 events where the winner doesn't actually matter. Very weird. Because all they're doing is fighting for extra FedEx Cup points to get themselves, it's so convoluted, to get themselves a head start at the Tour Championship in the last event. So the top 10 players will get a head start over the other 20 players when the Tour Championship arrives after 2 more events. If Scottie Scheffler's the number one seed in that event, is he the regular season 2024 PGA Tour champion? Cheech.
If he wins the
No,
last
no, no, no,
one,
no, no,
or if
no.
he's just
If he goes in as the number one seed in the Tour Championship, is he the regular season
no.
number one? Okay, Jerome,
No.
Jay.
No.
Okay, now we go to number 4.
Because
If Scottie Scheffler wins the Tour Championship, let's say he gets a 10-stroke head start, minus 10 is what the number one seed gets. So he's minus 10. He wins the event. He wins the Tour Championship. Does that make him the 2024 regular season individual champion on tour? Cheech.
yeah.
Jerome.
Yes.
Jay. So you've all said yes to something and that.
Yeah.
So which one is it?
Well, I went. I if I had a choice to go over it again, I would say no to OWGR.
Okay, fair enough. But OWGR includes the majors.
So
Right.
And none of those other things do. The other things are involved with the FedEx Cup, which is the PGA Tour's playoff and their point system.
Right, but isn't the PGA Tour separate from the majors?
They are.
Right, so
we don't need the OWGR.
just like the majors are
But you
separate
can't
from
spell OWGR without PGA. Duh.
Yeah, but by the same, anything that happens at the majors doesn't influence anybody's standings in live, right?
Correct.
It exists outside.
Correct. No, I agree with you. The OWGRs is you throw it out the window.
It's just calculating. Okay, this guy has won so many things, and this is what it is. I wish I had taken back the yes because
so then
yes,
what?
No.
So then what is the point of the OWGR since they only rank the PGA Tour basically? I mean, they do have other tours that they rank, but they don't.
We've discussed this before. You're setting the lead. It's obvious. The OWGR is just a way for the tour to stroke itself off in spite of every other professional golfer out there that isn't on the tour, like i.e. the people that play for live. Like some of them are on the OWGR list because they play in the majors, but it's a way for PGA to just stroke themselves off in the face of everybody else saying, oh, well, blah, 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 look how high they're ranked. And they've weaseled their way into making, in the Olympics and everything like that, they use the OWGR rankings to choose. Most countries use their rankings to choose who's going to represent their countries and everything like that. They make themselves seem like the de facto organization that decides who's the best at golf and who isn't.
Correct. Now, let's go to the Comcast top 10 because I wanted to pick apart every single one of these. The Comcast top 10, that's based on your FedEx Cup points, your FedEx Cup standing position.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with anything except for FedEx Cup points, right?
Right.
But it's the FedEx Cup points that haven't even finished happening because there's 2 more events to earn FedEx Cup points.
I don't know why you're yelling.
I'm just yelling because this is stupid. It's so convoluted to figure out who the fuck won the PGA Tour in 2024 when it's the simplest thing.
But Aaron, let me put it for some. This is the first year that they've done this where undoubtedly Scottie Scheffler won. Look at his fucking year he had.
Yeah.
All right. So I like this is the only year it's actually been like, okay, so now he should go out. He should win the FedEx Cup overall because he'll go into East Lake with a 10-shot.
Maybe
-10,
maybe
more than likely. But I'm saying, like, as far as like you draw the line now, he is the best. He won PGA Tour. But it's like any other sport. It's like you got playoffs now.
Right. Regular season versus. I get you. Regular
Yeah.
season, but here's the problem with that. The next 2 events still earn FedEx Cup points for the Tour Championship. It's not like. And they do eliminate players too. They do. You do have to get into the top 30 to get to the Tour Championship. You got to get top 50 after St. Jude, top 30 after the next one to get into the thing. I get it.
And then there you go to last.
But Liv does this all season long. You have to finish in the top 24 to be able to play next season. Like they have their championship. It's so crystal clear who their champion is because it's the person who got the most points. That's their individual champion.
Yeah.
And that is that, and as we all agree, that is the best way to determine a golf champion, not off of one tour. I think we all.
It is, but the PGA did this. The PGA did this so they could get more eyes. That's why they added all this in that gigantic prize at the end. They added this to get more eyes on.
If Sahith Theegala,
when they started this, however many years ago,
if Sahith Theegala's only win is the Tour Championship, and he's currently sitting like 7th, I think, or 6th in the top 10 FedEx Cup points, he has 0 wins. Okay, if he ends up winning the Tour Championship, Scottie Scheffler finishes like 22nd or something, let's just say, and he passes all these guys, is he the 2024 PGA champion?
Yes.
Wow. Cheech?
Because you won the championship. That's it. Listen, who's somebody in the bottom 24 in Live right now?
Top 24, bottom 24.
The top 20, like let's say 24th place.
24th place. It's like
okay,
Richard Bland or Sam Horsfeld, yeah,
or Graham McDowell. Okay, let's say
G-Mac.
23rd.
Oh boy,
Graham McDowell,
steroid.
Graham McDowell. Okay, so let's say Graham McDowell at the end, he ends up winning the individual championship.
He can't. He doesn't have enough points. He can't get there.
What is it?
He can only get 40
in the field.
He can only get 40 points. And the individual championship is a cumulative total of all the first 12 events. So there will only be so many players who can win. Like the PGA has 30 players who can win. Liv does not have 30 players who can win their championship on the last day of the year. Last year it came down to 3 guys. Cam Smith, help me out. Bryson, and who won it?
Correct.
And Gooch. Yeah. It was those 3 guys. And any one of those 3 could win on the last event in Jeddah. And Gooch didn't have to win the tournament, but he just had to finish ahead of those guys, and he did. And he won. Like, that's obvious. You can tell who's going to win. At the PGA Tour right now, no one knows who the fuck the champion is. The season's over, but no one knows who their champion is. How is that possible?
Well, it's
Stupidity.
Convoluted. That's why.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. I don't hate the PGA Tour. I just hate some of the things they do. And one of those things is messing up Scottie Scheffler's obvious season that he won the fucking tour. I mean, he won 6 events. How is someone else getting a chance to win the individual title this year? Stupid.
You're right.
Stupid.
I agree.
Thanks for letting me rant about that. That was been driving me nuts for a week. So much fun. Beautiful place. Shout out to the staff
Great
there.
weather.
Great weather. Awesome
Minus
golf.
2 holes.
Minus 2 holes on the first day. Awesome golf. The dudes, the bag dudes by the car were amazing. The bartenders, great. The cart girls.
It would help to
Shout out to
mention the
Bella.
name of the place, the Grand National Course, Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail.
Links course, lake course, short course.
All
Love
of
them
them.
all. Yeah, love them all. It had a blast. Actually, we had a really super good time. Did not film enough golf, which probably my fault, but oh well. There was nothing like that we really needed to catch on video anyway, so
Yeah.
nothing with video.
Well, one thing.
Yeah, one thing.
Nothing can alter
One thing.
video.
Two things.
Well, one really good thing, and that was me playing the 13th hole on the back nine of the links for the second time. Hit my driver through the fairway. So I don't know how far that is, but probably like 270 or 265, something like that. Through the fairway, up by the cart path, parked up by the path.
That's only like 220.
Okay, 205.
224.
205.
It's
280, 290.
Full driver from the top of the hill with the wind
So the
behind
tree
me.
across the fairway was 224.
Yeah.
It was like 216.
with
All
the
right,
wind.
208. Yeah, 208 with the wind.
ball was filled with helium.
And sitting up with a nice fluffy lie on some thick grass right by the cart path. Jerome's in the cart with me, and pull out the 9-iron, try to hit like a 130-yard shot. And
I was in the group behind you, dum dum.
yeah, I don't remember who was there.
No, I was.
Dude, you were hired.
He was too Rush.
Rush.
You were in the car.
That's why I don't remember. That's why I don't remember. I block out.
He's so unmemorable.
Dude, you were higher than giraffe pussy. Like,
you're probably right. You're probably right. Yeah, I was not sober, and hit this 9-iron. It hits the top of the ridge, starts to roll down toward the pin. Group in front of us goes nuts. Which they were pretty nice guys. Drove up and they're all like ready to high five me and all this shit. And I'm like, is that thing really in the hole or did it go off the back of the green? And for like a moment, they were like, they looked like, no, man, it's in the cup. So I hold out for an eagle, and that was pretty much the only memorable thing that happened on the course, I think. Right? That was like the only
on the links course. On the links course, there was
that's the only
else.
I mean, I'm talking about official rounds. I'm not talking about 9-hole rounds that don't count.
That's not a thing.
Oh.
9-hole rounds count, right, Cheech?
They do.
Yes, they do.
Look at this. Where's my camera? Right here. That right?
There it is.
Look at her.
Hole in one. Congratulations, Cheech.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right here, I'm pointing my fingers down because this is where I want to insert the video. Right here, I'm starting the video. Okay. Bro, first hole in one in 54 golf history right here. Fuck yeah, Chi-Chi. How far was that, 280?
134?
134. Nice little 48 degree. Get in there, bro.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Get that thing. Get that fucking thing out of there. Look at that. Yeah, buddy! Good. Good, Cheech. Talk about the what happened. Give us the breakdown.
Well, after having an awesome double bogey on the par 5 right in front of it,
You did.
yeah, I get up and we were all contemplating, because it's got the GPS in the cart, so we're like, well, the cart thing says 134. You shot it at what? 120 something?
Yeah, like
So
128.
I'm
I think I hit it at 128.
Yeah, I'm like, so we had the wind in our face a little bit, by the water. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna hit a 130 club and just throw it up and get on the green and get the hell out of there with a par.
By the way, Cheech, the card says 159. So we're gonna go with 159, even though we were way up. But the card does say 159.
Yeah.
It was like 144, right?
My whole out was 144. The cart was closer to that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I wanted to just put, I was figuring 130 with the little backstop. If it goes past the hole, it'll come back a little bit, So I got up there and I freaking pulled it a little bit left, not bad. I knew it was still going to hit the green. So there's a big ridge on the top left. It hit the ridge, and I was just, come on, come on, come on, come on, everyone yells at their golf ball to do something for them when they want it to. So it started coming. So I said, all right, I put my head down, picked up my cigar, picked up my tea, and I started walking back. And Aaron starts screaming at the ball. I'm like, I look back up. It's going towards the hole. It's going towards the hole. All of a sudden, it disappears. And I'm like, I was just in shock. Aaron's jumping up and down. Charlie's jumping up and down. And I'm like, did that really go in? Me thinking, the worst, that it rolled off the front of the green, or he's celebrating, like you said, the guys in front were like, nah, ball didn't go in. And I see the guys on the tee box, they start going nuts, and I'm like, all right, maybe. We drive up, and literally when you watch the video, you'll see until I get on the green, I still didn't think it was in the hole. And when I got to a point where I could see the yellow ball sitting in the hole, I was like, oh shit, it actually fucking went in. I was like, it was pretty awesome. It was my first ever hole one, and I was glad that you guys were all there for it. Sucks we didn't get on video, but
How could you ever know, especially with our group?
Yeah, seriously.
Exactly.
Never planned that happening.
I mean, anything we ever caught on camera is usually a horrible shot, so
For real.
But yeah, it was pretty awesome.
After that, I was in the group behind you guys. I heard Aaron screaming, "Get in, get in!" I mean, again, like we said, he does that when you shank it right into a tree. He says, "Get in the hole, get in the hole." So
do something weird. Hit a tree. Do something weird. Yeah.
Yeah, and then when we looked over, we were on the putting green, kind of adjacent to that putting green, and we were looking over and we're like, "No way!" I heard Chuck, "I swear to God, it went in. I swear to God, it went in." I'm like, "No way!" And Austin's like, "It went in." I'm like, "Okay, well, Austin doesn't lie about anything, so it had to go in." So then when we pulled up, it was cool at least to get out and see. But when I got to the green in my group, I said, "How did this happen?" Not that I didn't expect, but it's just crazy. So I went up, I found a big old divot right where he said that he hit it. And it was up on top of that ridge. I took my golf ball and I just threw it down on that. It literally hit that divot and rolled and literally missed the cut by this much after rolling 25 feet down. So it was legit, man. It was pretty awesome.